Hello everyone, I'm meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 10 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now I've got unfortunate news out of Wayne County where we are hearing about a fatal crash. The Highway Patrol says it happened around 10:30 p.m. yesterday near 581 Pecan Road. Now Highway Patrol Communications says it was a wreck with reported injuries and a fatality, but would not confirm how many people were hurt or killed as of this morning. Now, the truck was the only vehicle reported in the crash, according to the Highway Patrol. We are still working to get more details on this crash, and of course, we will continue to update you as more information becomes available. Now, we've got some good news to highlight with you. Next week, NASA will be launching a groundbreaking new satellite. It's a mission that's more than a decade in the making. Janine Donaldson spoke with NASA Disaster Program Manager about the launch and what it means for us here back on Earth.
The countdown is on. On July 30th, NASA will launch its NISAR mission.
NASA and the Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, have been working for over 10 years together to build this collective mission. So two sides of the world, two partners, one single idea.
Dr. Shanna McLean, Disasters Program Manager for NASA, says whether you're interested in floods, fires, or food security, there's nothing NISAR won't be able to inform. The radar mission has a satellite with two eyes that are critical for understanding changes on Earth.
One of the eyes is the S-band radar, a short band. This helps us see through cloud cover and tree cover and really understand what's happening on the ground.
Even seeing floods through thunderstorms. The other eye is the L-band or long band radar that helps understand changes happening underground.
We can get insights on soil moisture, which is critical for crop production, right? Is there enough water in the soil or are we in a water scarce environment? But it can also answer questions about landslides, earthquakes, and a lot of other hazards.
The mission will be the largest data collection NASA has ever pursued. We're talking multiple petabytes of data. For reference, 1 petabyte is 1,024 terabytes. Entire teams have been dedicated to answering the question, how do you comb through all that data?
There is a number of science teams that are working to build products, right? Like information, turning the data into actual insights and information that can be used.
She says all the data will be openly available on NASA's data archive systems, helping gain insights on how to recover after disasters and make communities more resilient.
I'm really excited about the opportunity to better understand the risk to natural hazards across the United States before we end up in a situation of disaster.
You can watch the satellite launch from India on NASA Plus.
And again, that was Janine Donaldson reporting. Now I want to turn our attention to your weather forecast. Right now, we're looking at a little bit of rain moving onshore over the northern Outer Banks. You can see those clouds that are producing those rain showers moving over again, kind of the Nags Head, Kitty Hawk, Kill Devil Hills area. Going to continue to work their way over portions of not only Dare County, but you can see Terrell County and even portions of Washington County right now getting a little bit damp. Not a of course, heavy rain, or at least not long-lasting rain, but it is certainly coming down. Now, a little bit closer to Cape Lookout right now. Well, there we go. Looks like our loop, failing to load there, but we do have showers off the coast of Cape Lookout. Again, does look like we're now having issues with our radar, so that's fun on a Wednesday. Here's what we've got coming up for temperatures right now. Out your door, most of us in the low to mid 80s. We do still have a few areas reporting temps in the upper 70s. Goldsboro, Manteo, as well as Roanoke Rapids, all coming in the upper 70s. But everybody feels a little bit warmer. Now, of course, humidity is gradually going to be making a comeback today. Over the past 24 hours, haven't seen a big adjustment with your air temperatures, but humidity, again, has risen from yesterday afternoon. That'll be more pronounced coming up later. But compared to where we were yesterday morning, we are still, again, seeing some areas seeing a drop in humidity, others certainly a rise, particularly around the Albemarle Sound. But the northeasterly wind still very much present. They will be shifting today. Going to be getting more of an easterly breeze around noon, and then potentially more of a east-southeasterly wind as we head into the afternoon. Now through the day tomorrow, we're going to be tracking a high pressure system that will get closer to eastern North Carolina. May return a northerly breeze to us for a brief moment. There early Thursday morning. Again, we've got some inland areas reporting winds out of the northeast or east-northeast. But then watch what happens as we head into the afternoon. The arrows kind of go crazy, and then as we head towards 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night, more of those arrows pointing out of the south to the north. That is indicative, again, southerly winds and increasing heat and humidity. It's coming back, folks. It is coming back in a big way. In fact, Saturday and Sunday are going to be first alert weather days because of the heat and humidity that will be rising over the next several days. But for this afternoon, we dodged the 90s again. This will be the last time we can say that this week. But it is nice to say. 86 degrees by 1 today, 87 between 2 and 3 p.m., 88 between 4 and 5, and then we'll start to cool back down again as we head a little bit later on into the evening. Now, as far as your overnight temps go, we could again be down into the mid 70s to upper 70s by the time we reach around midnight, but there will be more humidity as we wake up tomorrow morning. I don't think we're going to be getting quite as cool as we did earlier today, and that, of course, will lead to a better opportunity for some pop-up showers. Now, the rain showers we're going to see tomorrow really come from a stationary front off of our coast. A lot of these showers will be riding along that front, and it's going to be kind of trying to work its way into eastern North Carolina before fading out. It will bring, again, rain showers throughout the area at times, but we're not looking at a washout, just some rolling shower bands that continue to move through, cooling us down. But I do still think even on Thursday, we'll still end up in the low 90s. But mid 90s coming up on Friday, upper 90s on Saturday and Sunday. I think Thursday isn't going to feel too bad. This weekend, that's what you want to prepare for. Again, 98 degrees on both Saturday and Sunday. Overnight lows in the upper 70s. It is going to be hot. It will be humid, and we will see again a few isolated showers out there, but it's going to be the heat and humidity that drive our concern. A heat index between 105 to 110 degrees is expected, with some areas potentially reaching upwards around 115 degrees for your feels like temperature. Again, that is dangerous, especially if you, again, are heat sensitive or have any underlying medical conditions. That heat can put more strain on your body and, again, make those conditions a little bit worse. Well, that's all we have time for today's 10 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful Wednesday.
This hour of the WITN First Alert Desk is sponsored by ENC Pirate Realty.